All right, guys. So now we're about to continue with the second segment. So, guys, let's get down to the video. Let's get to understand some of the respective answers that Dr. Zakir Naik is still providing concerning the 112-year-old man who got married to a 30-year-old or a 12-year-old girl in Somalia. So guys, let's get down to the video, and I'm still here with Nancy Grace. Yeah. So guys, let's continue.
Sir, actually, it's not liking or unliking getting married to 112.
Brother, you asked me the question, I give the reply. I'm asking the question, someone objects.
Sir, but how does Quran relate to these people?
Which
Simple
people?
question.
Which people?
These people, those who are getting married in this particular, they're liking or don't liking. They like
The
something
Quran
else.
says, do not inherit women against her wishes. Surah Nisa, chapter 4, verse 19. But if the woman wants and the man wants, who are you and I to prevent? Who are you and I to prevent? What is bothering you? I'm asking the question. If he finds piety in that young lady and that young lady finds piety in that elderly man, what is bothering you and me? Tell me. That is it unmedical? No. Can they procreate? Yes. What's the problem? Imagine someone comes and tells you, why have you married a black woman? Why have you married a white woman? I mean, that's your choice. In Islam, a woman becoming black or white does not make her superior or inferior. What the Prophet said, the best is virtue. Now, why did the man of Somalia, at the age of 112, married 13? I don't know. I'm least bothered to know. Is it logical? Yes, chances are very less possible. Same thing what the Prophet advised. So I'm asking you the question, if the girl and the boy are agreeing, why are you interfering with the choice is my question. Do you have a right to interfere is my question. I'm asking you a question, do you have a right to interfere when the husband and wife are doing something which they like? It's not going against the Quran. It is not even jeopardizing your rights.
So may I answer?
Yes.
Sir, again, is their liking or not liking? I'm not interfering in them. They might like 112 years old man or 13 years. But my thing is, how this Quran words related to these people? Like they are doing it. What
Brother,
they're doing it.
did you hear my answer? The reason for criteria to get married is you should reach puberty. Have they reached puberty or not? Can a 13-year-old girl reach puberty, yes or no? Do you know the answer?
No.
Can she reach puberty?
13 years.
You don't know science.
You're
also.
doctor, sir. Please tell me.
In India,
Yes, sir.
in Delhi, the report came, if a girl reaches puberty by the age of 10, nothing to be worried about. Age of 10 also. It's very common. Many girls, hundreds of girls who are less than 13 and they have reached puberty. Many. It's not common. So once you reach puberty, finish. You may have preference. Okay, the Indian law says 18 years. Indian law. Indian law. If he was an Indian, it would have been illegal according to the Indian law. America says 16 years. Now who's right? America or India? I'm asking you the question. 16 years or 18 years? Who is right?
According to their law.
Their law. It is according to the Quranic law.
Yes.
Very good answer.
So this is
very
what
good
Quran
answer.
is relating
The problem is that when America says 16, you have no problem. When Quran says 13, what is your problem?
I didn't say no problem. You can marry
Finish.
for
No
12 years
problem.
also.
Thank you. Then we got the answer. Quran says as long as they agree, there is no problem. In Texas, the American law says a woman should be minimum 16 years old. In India, if a 16-year-old girl gets married, illegal, haram, prohibited. In Texas, because the Texans, they marry at an early age, there's a special law for women of Texas. At the age of 14, they can get married. Now, what's the answer? Do you agree with a woman of 14 years in Texas to get married? Right or wrong?
Again, I said, sir, it's their law.
Their law, correct. Who are you to object?
I didn't
I'm
object
asking you a
anything.
question. In America, if a 115-year-old man marries a 14-year-old girl, is it allowed or not in Texas? Allowed. So when Texas allows, so why can't the Quran allow? It may not go down your throat, no problem, you don't marry. I don't know whether you live till 112 years old or not.
No, I don't want to be.
But even if you live,
let God wish
if
it.
you don't want to marry, it's your choice. It is the choice of an individual. This is the right what Islam has given, which you want to take away from man and woman. Islam has given that right. They have the right to choose, brother.
May the peace of Jesus Christ be with you, sir.
Brother, As far as if you say, may Jesus Christ be with me, I follow the teachings of Jesus Christ, peace be upon him. You say Shalom Alaikum, it's a verse of the Bible from the Gospel of Luke, chapter number 24.
I say Shalom.
Shalom. It is Shalom Alaikum, it's not Shalom.
Peace be with you, sir.
It is Shalom Alaikum, it's not
Yes,
Shalom.
sir, yes, the same.
It is Shalom, Shalom Alaikum. Means it's not only Shalom. I'm giving you the reference. Bible, Gospel of Luke, chapter number 24, verse number 36. It is
Peace be
Shalom
with you.
Alaikum.
Yep. Shalom Alaikum.
Shalom Alaikum in Hebrew,
Similar, sir.
in Arabic, Assalamu Alaikum. May
Wa
peace
alaikum assalam.
be on you. Yes, brother. But when you said that may Jesus be with me, in what? In teachings or in what? As far as teachings are concerned, Jesus Christ, peace be upon him, said in the Gospel of John, chapter number 16, verse number 12 to 14, I have many things to say unto you, but ye cannot bear them now. For he, when the Spirit of truth shall come, he shall guide you unto all truth. For he shall glorify me, he shall tell you things to come. Prophet Jesus, peace be upon him, said, there is another messenger to come, and his name will be Muhammad, peace be upon him. So I am following the teachings of Jesus Christ, peace be upon him. That is the reason I am following the teachings of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. If you don't want to follow the teachings of Jesus Christ, peace be upon him, it is your problem. You can refer to my video cassette, Similarities Between Islam and Christianity. You will get more information. For any question, you can go behind the queue and ask me, brother. Please go behind the queue and you can ask me, brother.
Oh, that's a very interesting video. I so much enjoyed this video, and I believe that you that is actually watching us reacting to this video, I believe that you are going to also enjoy this. It was a very, very interesting segment, and I so much love it. I love the answer given to the young man. Of course, I think the young man was a little bit being sarcastic, you know, when he was asking the question before Dr. Zakir Naik left, and then he says that may peace of Jesus Christ be with you. Of course, he was trying to provoke, he was trying to be sarcastic, but anyway, it was a very interesting one. As far as, you know, I totally agree with Dr. Zakir Naik, which says that well, since Quran have already stated that once a lady reach poverty stage, then the person can what, get married, and that's when he was trying to even make reference that it does not state that the age must be from so number to a particular number, but as far as you reach the puberty stage. And then Prophet Muhammad, may peace be upon him, advised that when you want to get married, few things that you should consider, 14 precisely. He says that some of the things that you should consider is, one, the person virtuous. Is the person virtuous? That's what you understand. You should think of nobility. You also speak of what? Nobility. You also speak of what? Wealth, and then also beauty. So those are the things that what you should put into consideration. From there he spoke about what Khadija, that's the first wife of Prophet Muhammad. It was from there I got to realize that Khadija was 40 and then the Prophet was 25-year-old. I didn't know about this, not until I watched this video before I was previewed to know about some of these things, which means that watching Dr. Zakir Naik is actually a blessing to be able to know about this. It was just a very, very interesting one. Now, Dr. Zakir Naik went further to explain this, that, well, as far as the law of Somalia allowed it that, you know, a lady of that age should marry, on that one they cannot object, you cannot interfere. That's why he also make reference to what in America. He says in America, once you are 16-year-old, you can get married, but in India it says 18. So you see, according to Indian's law, so you got to realize that what we have the religious way of doing things, and then we also have the contemporary society in which they have set up, you understand, on their constitution to says that in our constitution, before you get married, you need to be what, the age of 14, or you need to be the age of what, 16, or you need to be the age of what, 18, depending on the country you find yourself, which means anything that will be below it will be what, be illegal. But if Somalia allowed it, then so be it. And then therefore, aside from that, both parents, what, the family have to what, agree to it. Then as far as they are okay with it, they pay the right, then it is being allowed, since the man of that age can still procreate. So be it. Well, but then guys, I actually have a question for you guys, you know, at the comment session. The question is, how many years was Mary, the mother of Jesus Christ, when she got married to Joseph? I know the answer, but I want to hear from you. So guys, this is the end of our video. If you like our reaction, you should like, share and subscribe, and if you have any video you want me to react to, don't forget to drop it at the comment section and I'm going to check it out. So guys,
bless.
bye.